Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am here with another 5 layouts that I'm putting together the embellishments for. This time I'm starting with my coffee one. I did pull a couple of papers from this little kit that my friend Lindsay got for me, and I pulled the sticker that came with the bottom two papers there in a little coffee kit, and it says, "First I drink the coffee, then I do the things." And I will definitely use that. I may cut off the coffee cup from it. I'm not sure yet if I'll use it as a full sticker or if I'm going to cut it in half and just have the sentiment. We'll see when I get there. But I have a t-shirt that says that and I love it. So I went ahead and pulled that sticker. And then I found this little brown key on here along with a little cluster of flowers. So I'm going to pull those there as well. And for this one, I'm really looking for kind of the brownish and yellow tones for, kind of the coffee feel. So that's what I'm really looking for. And I'm going to bring out some yellow because I do have a yellow piece of pattern paper there as well. And it's just a good accent. Now this cloud here is a sticker, and it actually, the top of it looks like little gold coffee beans. Just the pattern on them are very similar to coffee beans. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that one. I thought that was going to go nicely. And I have that one there. I think that says give thanks. And, I give thanks to coffee quite a bit, let's be honest. And just trying to find some things, that I can use on here that that you wouldn't normally think about for a coffee layout, I think that's a little sunburst that I just pulled. This one here says good morning, which is perfect. I can just kind of tuck that behind a picture of a cup of coffee. And it's yellow, so that's going to be nice and perfect because, you drink coffee in the morning for the most part. I've been known to enjoy an afternoon cup of coffee if I feel like I need to pick me up, but I try to keep it to the mornings. Okay, so I kind of got some stickers there that I like, and then I have a piece of chipboard that is just going to constantly fall out. It's going to be fantastic. This little card here from the cut apart sheet has a little plus sign on it. I mainly pulled it for the yellow, so I may just use it like that. Then I'm going to pull one of these hearts finally. And one of these craft tags that works nicely, and it has some gold twine through it, so that's nice. And just a little yellow brad there. So anything that's really jumping out at me. And then I'm going to pull one of these bows, and it's a very nice creamy color, this one right down here. And I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to cut into the cardboard on the packaging because they're self-adhesive. So, and then I'm going to pull one of these paper clips. And I'm also going to pull a wood veneer coffee cup because I have these wood veneer like to-go coffee cups and I haven't used one yet. So I'll try to see if I can use both of those. And then I have a die cut pack that has coffee themed items in it. And a lot of these were made by my friend Jamie. She sent me a big package of some die cuts that she made for me. And she knows I love coffee. So she sent a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to go through here and grab a couple things and see if they can work. But some, they have coffee bean stamps on them. So they're perfect. Then I'm going to grab these enamel dots here that have the yellow, and I don't want to put the entire package. These are from Freckled Fawn, so I'm going to pull off all the yellow off of this little package here so I can use the other ones on other layouts. So I'm going to put those on some wax paper and have them there. So I have a coffee layout ready to go. So next time I have a picture of a coffee cup, I will have one that is ready. Okay, so for the next one, I am going to pull my next stack here, and it's kind of these pinks and purples and grays, or kind of pink and gray with a little bit of purple. There's a little bit of purple in the leaves on that floral paper, but pinks and grays for sure. So see me tapping my fingers. I'm not sure where I'm going to go here yet. Like really not sure where I'm going to go because I don't have a plan for these papers here at all. So no idea, but I do grab some pink and white twine that has been sitting in my little, tray there for a while. And I'm just going to see where this is going to take me. This is one of those layouts where I have no idea what picture I'm going to use. I have no idea what I'm going to need. So I just kind of have to see what's going to work. This is a little sticker that says today in the middle, and it's black and pink. I'm going to pull this little lovely, and I'm going to start like trying to take the sticky off, and I'm just like, this is way too much. So I'm going to end up, as you can see, I'm kind of shaking my thing, and it's going to take forever. So I was like, I'm just going to grab a piece of wax paper and stick it on there. And I'll stick a couple other things on there too. Like, I'm just not worried about that. So I have the word lovely there, and maybe that could be part of my title. We'll see. I'm also going to grab this large one here that says adventure, and it's pink and gold. Just the tone of the pink went really nicely with everything. So I will go ahead and grab that. I'm just going to grab another piece of wax paper there. So, and this little chipboard here where I'm going to take the back off of them. So when I use chipboard, I take off the stickiness on the back of them all the time. All you have to do is get your fingernail under that first little layer and just pull it off, and it comes off very easily. And that's the reason that I take off the stickiness on the back of all of them. I'm going to do it on this one too here, because they tend to come off pretty easily, and I don't want them to come off on my layouts over time. So also, they tend to not stick very well. So I always do that. I do that with thickers too. If I have chipboard thickers, I always use liquid adhesive to put them down, even though they're supposed to be self-adhesive. They're really not. I've had many thickers down at the bottom of my layouts in my albums before. So because of that, I always make sure I reinforce my adhesive on the back. And it's just easier when I'm putting page kits together like this, just to have them not have any sticky on the back at all. So they can just sit in there and not stick to anything. All right, so as you can see, I'm just going through and pulling a few things here and there, just the tones I'm looking for, without any real plans for anything. I really like that swan. And yeah, so just kind of an excuse to use some of the bigger items that I have, that really large chipboard camera. So we'll see what ends up making it onto that layout. Here's another one that I do not have a plan for at all. And some of these I will come up with ideas as I'm putting the embellishments together, which is kind of cool, but not all of them. So I don't think this is one. I don't think I come up with anything for this one. But these are kind of more earthy tones, and like the brick red and yellows and maybe some greens and stuff is kind of the area I'm going to go for. I'm going to pull some of these little leatherette stickers. These aren't my favorite, so whatever I don't use in this little process, I may just be good with. But I do pull a couple things here. It's got some oranges and yellows, and I pull a few orange things, I think. And I do pull that package of butterfly rub-ons because I would like to use a couple of those, but rub-ons you can't really take out of the package. So I'm just going to throw the whole package in there and see what I come up with. I'm going to pull this yellow feather, which I really like. I think I use quite a few feathers throughout this process, but I really like them a lot. So I'm using my powder tool to go ahead and get the stickiness off the back of those. And again, I kind of have no idea what's going to go on this layout. So I'm just trying to see anything that's jumping out at me. And I'm trying to keep the large plastic sleeves that these products have come in together with the product. So I don't want them to get mixed up and have to try to figure out what goes where later. So I'm trying to keep them, keep the bags directly underneath the packaging without having to put them back every time, because, I don't have time for that. So I'm just taking a look. Nothing's really jumping out at me at this point. So I will go ahead and move on to the smaller things and see if anything here jumps out at me. But I'm just not quite sure what I want to use and what's going to go. I had a little bit of trouble with this one. Just trying to figure it out. So I'm going to go through my freckled fawn stuff. I pull that little camera paper clip. And these little orange enamel dots go really nicely from Freckled Fawn as well. So I'm going to pull those little gold banner, I guess you could say there. So yeah, I'm literally just going through here trying to see what's going to work as far as colors go. That's really all I'm looking at because I don't have any plans for this one. And then I find this really large arrow that is an orange kind of chevron. So that's going to work nicely too. So I'm kind of like, very orange and red and gold tones going on here. And I'm going through my die cuts now just to see if anything kind of jumps out at me as far as colors go. And I kind of had a good idea with the color schemes for my die cuts based on the brands, and the manufacturers. They kind of have a theme of, the colors and things like that. But nothing really jumped out at me. So I did find a little patch here that was cute. And it's orange and yellow, so I'm going to use that. And I think that's it. So this one I kind of struggled with, to put some stuff together, but it's mainly because I don't really know what's going to go on here yet. So I'm just going to let that be good for now. Now this one, I came up with an idea as I was pulling things together. So this one, I'm going to start out just pulling things and then I'm going to come up with an idea for a layout. And I'm going to end up doing a layout on this one for a picture that I have that we took over the summer where we went to the college that Josh and I went to. And it's over in Pensacola, and it's University of West Florida. That's where we both went to college, and that's where we met and everything. And we took the girls over there one day because now we live an hour away from there. So we took the girls over and showed them around the campus and, kind of went down memory lane a little bit. And I saw my sorority house and everything. And we took a picture right next to one of the signs for the school, and it's all 4 of us in it. And so I thought it'd be cool to do this one because the colors of our school are blue and green, like very much these colors that I'm using here. So I thought that would be fun to do that. So I wrote that on a Post-it note, and I think I'm actually going to pull the picture too because I have the picture printed. So going very blue and green here for sure. And it's going to end up working out pretty well. So it'll be a picture of all 4 of us in front of one of the signs for the school. So it'll be fun to put that on here. I found this little green tree, which I thought was really cute. And it is in front of a sign and it has, like trees and bushes around it and stuff. So I thought that would be kind of cute to put on there somewhere. And see, as you can see, like I'm having to put a lot on here and I'm having to shake it and do all that. So sometimes it works pretty quickly as far as getting the powder out and stuff. Sometimes I have to really like brush like my life depends on it pretty much. And I was having that issue with these. And I don't know if it's the stickers that make it harder and I just have to use a lot more or it takes longer to do. Maybe like it may depend on what's on the back there. Some may not just be as sticky as others in general, and I have to use a lot more. I'm not sure what it is, but it took me a while. This is when I go ahead and pull out the picture because I know I have it printed. So I thought I would just go ahead and grab it and stick it in here. I may try to do that as we're going along here if I already have pictures printed. So there it is. And I'm going to pull this word here that says sweet from this chipboard sticker sheet because it's blue and green and it's, literally the perfect colors. So I'm pulling off the sticky back there. And there is that sticker right there that has the blue and the green words, but it wasn't like the sentiment that I really wanted. It says like life is what you make of it or something, and it's not really what I was looking for there. So I ended up not pulling that one. If it had a different sentiment or no sentiment at all, I definitely would have pulled it because it's just the perfect colors. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to pull some enamel dots here from Freckled Fawn. That's just the perfect color. And this little chipboard piece here that I could do some journaling on. A little wood dot. So I pulled quite a few things here from Freckled Fawn, so that's kind of nice just to pull some things from there. I look at this bow, but I end up not like, I don't think it needs a bow on it. But I'm gonna go through some more of these. I am going to pull a tag, and then I'm going to pull one of these rubber charms here that says loved, and it's got the green on it, and then I'll pull a tag here too. And then I will go through a couple of die cuts here and just pull out some of the colors. And some of these can just be, good for layering, if anything, So I'm going to pull out a few of those there. I really like that bird that I pulled. And got a couple of tags there, so those would be good for layering, definitely. And so there's that one. So I'm excited about that one for sure. And then I will pull out these here. Now, this is another one where I come up with an idea based on some of the products that I think I'm going to use. So these are like oranges and teals and aqua and purple. So I have these two numbers here from Freckled Fawn. It's a 6 and a 7. And I'm like, can I use these? Because that's all that's in there. And then I remember I do have some pictures of Layla and Matthew together. Matthew's my nephew. She's 6 and he's 7. And that's how old they were when we moved here. They're both older now. Layla's 7 and he's 8. But I do have pictures of them, 6 and 7 together. And they're pretty much less than a year apart based on their birthdays. They're about 7 months apart, actually. And he just turned 8 and Layla turned 7 in July. So they're less than a year apart. So it's pretty cute. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a layout about just, how close they are. They're in the same grade in school and everything. So I'm going to be able to use those up. So I'm just going to get a picture of those two printed. I don't have it as of right now printed, but I will go ahead and get that done. And then I can, put a 6 next to Layla and a 7 next to Matthew. So I'm going to do that. And then just try to capitalize on these colors here. So kind of the orangey, purple, and aqua. Now that blue bow I did pull, it's going to get kind of caught up in some stickers here in a second, and I don't realize it, but I do go back and put it back in there because I realized it after a little bit of going through some things like this right here. It's going to get stuck on the acetate, and it's like, I don't even realize that just happened, but it's okay. I find it the next time I start going through some stuff, and I will put it back in there off camera. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through and pull really whatever is jumping out at me right now for this one. Those washi tapes are just getting harder and harder to use because they're so specific with their colors and their patterns and stuff. I don't want to use a cupcake washi tape on just anything. You know what I mean? So it's, I'm struggling a little bit to get through that washi tape booklet, but I wish they were more solid neutral colors that I could use on, just about anything, but that's not really the case. So, all right, so I'm going to go through some die cuts here and see if any of these jump out at me. I'm going to pull some leaves here for sure. And, yeah, I had that too, and the color went nicely, but I already have 2 numbers going on. I don't need to have another number. Don't need any more numbers going on here. So, but I do pull a couple things from this die cut pack here, so that's nice. And, yeah, okay. And then I'm pulling this one here. This is from, Basic Gray. I'm pretty sure that's Basic Gray. And, I do find a couple things in here as well that's going to work nicely for this layout. And is that it? No, I'm going to pull some enamel dots. Just try to find a good color. And I really like this blue color here, so I'm going to pull that. So now that one only has one little row of enamel dots left, so hopefully I can, get those used up here soon. Then I do find this little clock, which is cute, and it's a good color, and, I'm just talking about them getting older and just being so close and, all that stuff. So I'm going to do that. And I think that is it, guys. So that's all I'm going to pull. I'm going to go ahead and bag this up, and I will be back again very soon with some more embellishment put togethers, I guess you could call them, for my page kits. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and I will see you guys again soon. I hope you have a great day. Bye.